We are celebrating a festival of forgiveness and happiness. And so today I want to you analyze what are the factors which disturb your happiness. I want you to think deeply about some common mindset that you have. In life, you get choices at every step, and you can achieve success only when you know when to say yes and when to say no. But a lot of people have one common tendency. Which tendency? Hello. The tendency of going with the flow. Right or wrong? Lot of people agree with others just to make them feel good. When something is worth accepting, and if you say yes, you are right, you must accept it. But when you feel that no, something is wrong, when something is not acceptable to you, it is biting your conscience, then what should you do? You must have the courage to say no. But what is the general tendency today? People have a tendency that how do I say no? How will it look? What will people think of me? And so they hesitate in saying no. Or else they get impressed and influenced by the opposite person. And so they can't say no. Is this behavior right or wrong? Is it good for you or is it harmful? That's why, if you check your own life, you will realize that many things which you do, many habits which you have, and many choices which you have made are not because you want to do that. You don't even have a desire to do it. It's because you are either under someone's influence or you feel uncomfortable in saying no. You feel that if I say no, then I will be left alone. Am I right? How many of you experience this? Yes, many of you. And when this happens, what do? You go with the flow, right? What is the way to overcome this? Mostly, when do you do dharma? You listen to pravachans, you chant namaskar mantra, you do fasting, you follow other rituals. That is very good. But beyond that, dharma teaches you to listen to your inner voice. Dharma teaches you to do the right thing at the right time. However, in real life, situations are very different. Even if you are able to listen to your inner voice, even if your heart tells you that, no, this is wrong, do you have the courage to stand up against it? No, because there is a fear inside you, a fear of being rejected in the group, right? A tension of being ignored by everybody. Remember one thing. Hello. Remember one thing. The one who has the courage to speak the truth is like a lion. He is never afraid to stand up for what is right. Do you ever see a lion? Do you ever see a lion in a group? Hello? In a group? No. Mostly we see that lions are alone. Lions are alone because they have the courage to walk alone. Whereas the people who get influenced by others are like a herd. They move in the direction where the herd goes because they flow with the flow. They flow with the flow. Today, which category do most people belong to? Once, a Guru Bhakt requested me to come to his house for Pagla. Come, okay? Pagla. It was 1 o'clock in the afternoon and I said, okay. It was the day of Holi. It was the day of Holi. We left from the Upasi and reached his apartment. On the opposite side, there was another society. And There were 12 to 15 adults in the society ground. They were colored from top to bottom. All of them folded their hands in respect and did pranam. They were receptive to listen. So I thought that I must give them some inspiration. If I see someone making a mistake, I never point out their mistake immediately and tell them they are wrong. First, I just give a hint. I just give a hint. So, I looked at their appearance and asked, "What is this?" I asked, "What is this?" All of them instantly accepted, "Yes, we have played with colors today. Today, Holi." I then said, "There are so many African countries where people don't even have water to drink. Don't even have water to drink. For stretches and stretches of kilometers, there is no water. Even in India, there are so many villages where there are no water resources. Everything has dried up. People over there are struggling for every single drop of water. Every single drop." I asked him only one question. "Today, when you take a bath to remove these colors, which water will you use to clean yourself? Will you use seawater or fresh water?" And they said, "No, no, we will use fresh water." I said, "Then don't you think this is a misuse of water resources?" When I said this, one of them said, "Gurudev, we didn't want to play today. We didn't want to play today. But these two people are the leaders. And because of them, we all had to play. Since we live together in the society. Since we live together in the society." They accepted their mistake and said that next time they will not repeat it. They will not repeat it. But I want to tell you something different. Hello. This is a common mindset which people have today. Tell me one thing. The people who get influenced by others, are they mentally weak or strong? Strong people don't go with the flow. Hello. Strong people don't go with the flow. They don't get impressed and influenced by others. Whereas weak people easily get carried away by others. Strong people will stand up and say that no. Strong people will stand up and say that no, I think this is harmful to the environment. I don't think we must misuse water like this. If we want to celebrate, we can do Tilak Holi. Why do weak people get influenced? Why do weak people get influenced? Because others pressurize them a little. Others pressurize them a little. And I am talking in general. Whenever a wrong activity starts in the beginning, whenever the wrong activity starts in the beginning, it starts at a very minor level. Your friends or your colleagues pressurize you a little. Come on. Nobody goes to smoke or drink on their own. Their friends, their colleagues, their circle pressurize them a little in the beginning. They just say, "Try it once. Don't do it later. Try it once. Chalna. Thoda sa." And the person thinks, if I say no, what will others think about me? Remember one thing. Any wrong habit is like slide. When you sit on the slide, and if you decide that I will slide only till 10 feet, then I will climb back. I will climb back. Is that possible? Is that possible? Do you yourself have the capacity to control yourself after 10 feet? No. Because, hello, no, because the force inside you is so much that you ultimately reach the bottom. The same happens in life. The same happens in life. And that's why I want you to learn when to say yes and when to say no. I want you to develop your inner strength for this. If you observe, you will realize that such incidents keep happening with you. My friend was going to become an engineer, and so my friends was going to become an engineer, so even I decided to take up engineering. But now I don't understand anything. My friend was going to Thailand and he forced me. So even I went with him. My colleagues were going to party. So even I joined them. Most of the times we don't take decisions based on our thinking. It is under others' influence. Make one resolution today. Whatever step that I take, at least I must find it right. My conscience should not bite me for what I am doing. But I have noticed that most people can't even take their decisions on their own. They rely on others' opinions to make their decisions. Check yourself. Hello. Check yourself in every decision that you take. Are you confused or confirmed? It's good to take suggestions from others. But when you yourself are not confirmed from inside, when you don't have clarity, then is it right to take such decisions? I often hear such statements from youngsters. I want to take up arts. I wanted to take up arts. But she told me that if you become a CA, it will be very beneficial for you. And so, I took up commerce, but now I don't like it. Even when you take life decisions, be it marriage, be it further studies, your career, or anything else, be 100% confirm in the decision you take. Otherwise, what will happen in the end? Otherwise, what will happen in the end? You will tell your parents or elders that I took this decision because of you. You will blame them if you are not satisfied or happy. You will hold them responsible for the result and you will put them in a problem. And you will put them in a problem because if you first say yes under pressure and then you change your mind after 6 months or 1 year. What happened? Hello, what happened? Your entire life got disturbed. Your entire life got disturbed. That's why I'm giving you one lesson today. I'm giving you one lesson today. Learn to say yes when necessary and learn to say no when necessary. If you are clear and confident, say yes. Say yes. And if you felt that something is not acceptable to you, if you feel that something is not acceptable to you, then learn to say no respectfully and politely. You don't need to insult anybody to say no. You don't have to be egoistic or behave rudely with others. But you must have the courage to say no respectfully. Close your eyes and check yourself. Confess truthfully. How many times have you said yes under someone's influence and change your mind later? Then you became upset. Then you became upset. Then you became disturbed from inside. Remember that incident. Check yourself carefully. Remember that incident. Check yourself carefully. Have you made such a mistake or not? Have you made such a mistake or not? Hello. Open your eyes. What kind of people do you like to have around you? People who say yes in everything that you say? Or people who say no? Now, I am taking you to the next point. It is our weakness. It is our weakness that we like people who agree to whatever we say. That we like people who agree to whatever we say. We like people who follow whatever we say. But remember one thing in life. If people around you start giving you too much respect, if people around you start giving you too much respect, if people start accepting whatever you say, if people start accepting whatever you say, then you should become alert from inside that something wrong is going to happen. Why? Hello, why? Because when everybody agrees with whatever you say, somewhere or the other will they keep you awake or they will make you fall asleep. But out of 10, even if there is one person who friendly tells you the truth, he will show you a different side of the situation. He will tell you that this is also possible and you must think about it. So remember my second point today. Don't surround yourself with people who say yes in everything you say, because then you will feel that you are on the right track. But when something goes wrong, they will back out. They will say that even I felt so, but I didn't know how to tell you. For example, you are about to start a new business. You are about to make an investment, and if everyone in your circle only appreciates your decision, what will happen? You will never get to know the downside of that business. You will never realize the risks that are there. And by chance, if you fail, people will tell you, even we thought this investment was risky, but we didn't know how to tell you. How to tell you? You know, there are two things. One is sugar and one is saccharine. Saccharin is very sweet. It is much sweeter than sugar. But in the end, it tastes bitter. The people who agree with whatever you say are very sweet spoken, but you have to learn to identify, are they really sugar or are they like saccharin? However, in that situation, you forget everything. You come under an illusion that he has so much respect for me. He thinks so much about me. His and my thinking, his and my wavelength, it matches perfectly. Remember one thing, the ones who have some self-interest in you will behave the sweetest with you. The minute their work gets over, what will they do? Use and throw. Where do people get stuck? Where do people get cheated? If you look back and remember, whenever you got cheated by someone, when someone asks me, what is dharma? I always say, happiness is the first dharma. Happiness is the first dharma. And not getting disturbed is the way to stay happy. But what disturbs our happiness? Two mistakes which disturb our happiness. One, we get influenced by others and say yes in everything. And two, we like people who always say yes to us in everything. Once, a guru and his sissy were walking on the road. There was a man who was feeding birds. On seeing this, the guru said, he is a very bad man. The sissy was surprised to hear this. He started wondering, why is Gurudev saying this? Why is Gurudev saying this? They moved a few steps ahead and another man was throwing stones at the birds. And when the Guru saw this, he said, he is a very good man. My blessings are with him. Now, the Sissy became very curious. Sissy became very curious. He did not understand what was happening. So he asked his Guru, Gurudev, you are saying that the man feeding birds is a very bad man? And the one who is throwing stones is a very good man. Why is it so? Hello. The Guru smiled and said, the man who is feeding the birds has laid a trap to catch them. And the one who is throwing stones at the birds is not hurting them, but he is alerting them to fly away. Otherwise, they will get caught in the trap. Hello. Now you tell me, who was good and who was bad? Who was good and who was bad? What was your opinion? Compare the same situation with your life. What kind of people do you like? Hello. Those who give you importance or those who frankly tell you the truth even if it is bitter. If you are mentally strong, then you will always support the one who openly tells you the truth. And if you are weak, if you look for other people's validation, then you will like the people who talk sweetly to you. What kind of people must be there in your life? And that's why I want to tell you one thing. Grade all the people in your life. Put the people who appreciate you in B category. But put the people on honestly tell you truth in A category. And even when you choose Guru in your life, if your Guru only appreciates and pampers you, he will never be able to change and improve you. Guru must be like a mirror who shows you a clear picture about yourself. He must be able to discipline you. Only then he can be your true Guru. Why? Because then he will never look at his own self-interest. He will not worry about the relation you have with him. He will always think what is right for you. And so, he will have no fear in telling the truth. One day, a Guruvak came to me and said, Gurudev, I want to donate so many lakhs of rupees. So many lakhs of rupees. Where can I give this donation? She was a very high level person and her devotion towards me was also very high. And her devotion towards me was also very high. I asked her to contact one person from our Yuva Seva group. On hearing that person's name, this Guruvak became very angry. She had problems with the other Guruvak since the last 3 years. Due to some misunderstanding, she had become negative for her. So, she got very irritated on hearing her name from me. She told me, Gurudev, I will not speak to her. I cannot tolerate her. You please give me some other name. I only smiled and said, let us do one thing. Let us keep aside the donation for now. Instead, I am giving you a different agna. You have to call that Gurupak to your house and make a special lunch for her. We will talk about the donation only after that. She was shocked to hear this agna. She didn't know what to say because agna is agna. She knew that if Gurudev has given me some agna, I must follow it. Her devotion was very strong. So she called that person for lunch. Initially, that person was also very surprised to receive a call from her for lunch. But then, since it was Guru's agna, the other Guru Bhakt also followed it and went for lunch. In this process, both their misunderstanding got cleared. And the negativity that they had also become zero. What happened as a result? What happened as a result? When you have someone in your life who can openly tell you the truth, you can friendly tell your mistake, and if you have high acceptance level for the person, your future becomes secure. If that Guru Bhakt had not followed the Agna, her negativity for the other Guru Bhakt had become so strong that it would carry forward in the next life too. It would disturb her spiritual progress. Hello, Guru is the one who has no self-interest in you. And so, he can openly tell you your mistake. He can do anushasan on you and give you agyas for your good. That's why my second message to you today is learn to differentiate between sugar and saccharine. Paryushan Mahaparva's occasion to increase your happiness, and that is possible when you don't get disturbed at small junctions in life. That's why I have given you two important points today. Which two points? Which 2 points? Now, you have to tell me those 2 points. Hello. Number one, learn when to say yes and when to say no. Number two, don't surround, don't surround yourself with people who are like sacred and who says yes to whatever you say. Find a person who can openly and truthfully show you your mistakes. May you all learn the dharma of doing the right thing at the right time. And may you all experience this dharma of happiness in your life. Okay? Subham Bhava, Sriyam Bhava, Mangalam Bhava, Kalyanam Bhava. Okay.